Welcome back to episode 3 of Crazycraft. Today, I'm not entirely sure what the plans are. I was thinking maybe Easter Bunny for a minute, but then remembered iron is not a very easy thing to get at this current second, so I decided that could be another episode. So I might just go ahead and find the rainbow ant, which I was looking for in the last episode. I don't think I ever said. And hopefully, that doesn't take too long or too many, well, deaths. I'm pretty much one shot and I can't eat. Um, yeah, this looks like a nice house. I can do that? The good news is I did find another village, and I did find a lucky block. Oh, and I reacted way too slow there. Ah. And how far was I out? Shouldn't I be having death waypoints or something? Finally, after a good minute, I finally have all my stuff back. Unfortunately, I didn't get enough to get an iron pickaxe, but I kind of learned the mines with just noises and such is kind of creepy by yourself. I was kind of happy to get out of there because I had a ever so small encounter with Weeping Angel. I decided to build a wall and just skedaddle while I could. The downside is now, I think I'm just kind of stuck because it isn't that great of a spawn, and I can't find the ants I need, so I'm not sure entirely what to do. But regardless, I eventually I will get to the rainbow ant dimension, or I will find what I'm looking for. It just will take time. But on the bright side, we now have full iron, which I apparently forgot to put on. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna right-click a butterfly or a moth and hope that it isn't the nightmare dimension. And I just found it. I really, really hope this is not the nightmare dimension. I don't remember butterflies or moths. I just know one leads to death. And if it is, I'm never getting out of this dimension. Okay. Well, on the bright side, I found a duplicator tree, I think. Which I didn't even know if they were active. No, this is just an oak tree, actually. Does it say what dimension I'm in? Oh, no, I'm in the chaos dimension. Um, well, that's not good. I didn't figure I wanted to do this, but it might help me jumpstart some things. And now, the downside is, I kind of need to find a way out of here before nightfall. Because if you are familiar with Crazycraft, you know very well that at nightfall, the Chaos Dimension becomes, quite frankly, well, chaotic, as the name would suggest, but also, I believe this is the dimension filled with nightmares, and I don't feel like having nightmares at the moment. So I am going to try to find me an ant to get out of here, or I would even take a butterfly or a moth. The problem is I can't tell which is which right off, which is not great. Because if I choose the moth, I don't know which dimension that is. Oh, no, 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 no. Boy. Okay, so they're fighting. I do need their ingredients eventually, but the problem is, I am not getting in the middle of that because that is essentially death. Oh, no, don't come my way. Please, I'm trying to... Oh. Um, so... I'm gonna climb up here because I'm starting to get the feeling they're trying to corner me. And I just don't want to deal with that because, as I've said, pretty much I will just die. And that is the gist of the whole story. On the bright side, there's golden apple, well, enchanted golden apple cows here, which I will not complain about. Because even that is very helpful at this moment. What are these eggs? Ancient dried Baranabix. Oh no. No, 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 no. Is there any way that I can survive the night here? I don't think there is. I mean, maybe if I just caged myself in, I could possibly save myself, but I'm not entirely sure. I'm not sure, and I'm not. Why is it that ants just don't spawn anywhere? Okay, I will take the Utopia dimension. I mean, at the very least, the Utopia dimension is safe. Unfortunately, for me, it is also one of the most deadly dimensions that there is. I would go to back to the regular dimension that I was in, but the problem is, what have I accomplished then? The only thing I've accomplished right now is losing everything, regaining everything, and then saving myself from losing everything again. That is essentially all I've done. Which one is which? That's a moth. I don't know whether to try going to wherever the moth leads or not. I mean, sure, the other one was the chaos dimension. I know that's where the butterfly leads, but the moth, I just don't remember. And I don't know that I trust it. But yeah, we can figure that out later. It's not a big issue at the moment. I mean, if I run out of all solutions and such, then I guess. But I don't think it'll come to that. I have an idea. It's just, it might take me a long, long while to wander around this place and find the specific structure I'm looking for. Okay, I found one of the structures I was looking for. This was not the one I intended, but yeah, I was looking for the ruby thing so that I could just grab the rubies with no risk of danger. But instead I happened to come across I forget whether the king lives here or whether the queen lives here. And that's just a regular ant nest. I'm not sure how much I trust this either. Okay, so the king lives here. Can he see me from here? Because if he can see me, I'm dead. Like, legitimately, this is pretty much the final boss. Or one of them. Because I think it's the king, then the queen, and then, the ultimate king, I think. You know, you might be a good escape, if need be. But I'm going to grab a few of these diamond blocks, because I'm here anyway. And I could use some, or at least some diamond armor. And a diamond sword, and pickaxe, and you get my point. I would go up there and grab some stuff, but I know how that one's going to go, because I have tested that many, many times now. Answer, I will die. And if I had a way to respawn right here, I would die many painful times. Okay. 16 should be enough. Now, oh good, I got my choice. Let's go ahead and get out of that situation, because I don't trust that for a second. Now the downside is I am technically in danger again. Because, as I said, Utopia Dimension is friendly, and literally any other dimension you could go to is dangerous. Okay, but either way, I still am looking for the rainbow ant, but now I see the unstable ant, and I completely forgot about the unstable ant. That mosquito is so annoying. Can you go away, please? I'm now hoping I'm looking for the rainbow ant and not the unstable ant. If you're a termite. you lead to the crystal dimension. I was considering clicking it because I was thinking that it was the unstable ant, and I was like, does that lead me to a good dimension, or does it lead me to like a different one that's just not great? I honestly don't remember. Uh, I could also use a very specific spawn egg or two, and since I'm here, actually that might be it. It may not. No, I think it is. What is this spawn egg? It is. Oh, stinky, dried, ancient dried stinky spawn egg. Yeah, that's not what I was looking for. Those can stay. The egg I'm after looks similar, I think. So, clearly while I'm here in this dimension, I need to find preferably the Easter Bunny egg. And since I'm here anyway, you know. But also, it would be nice if I could find a rainbow ant or so on and so forth. There's a whole bunch of stuff I need at the moment, and getting a hold of it or finding it is just not the easiest thing to do, especially with the iron armor that I currently have. Because literally about anything in this game is way, way, way more powerful than iron armor. In fact, even diamond armor would be iffy. Unstable? Thinking about it, why haven't I seen a single unstable ant yet? That's unstable. I'm gonna really hope that this is not gonna end badly. Oh. No. Uh-oh. I am gonna camp in here. I am not coming out. Because that thing down there was a nightmare. I think I accidentally sent myself to the nightmare dimension. Which is not great. But on the bright side, there are structures here. So, I will see you once it gets daytime and I figure out a way out of this situation. I'm gonna really hope that I'm correct. But it looks safe enough. I at least don't see any nightmares. I would so rather be in the chaos dimension right now. We'll leave slot 4 open, so that way I can quickly right-click an ant. I don't even know why I'm holding... Oh! Okay, that actually scared me. I thought those were duplicator trees. But, yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna leave the 4th slot open because, I really want to right-click an ant as fast as possible, or even a... What? You attack me? A butterfly to the extreme dimension. This will take me back to my own. Yeah, let's get out of here. I'm not staying there. No thank you. The fact that I didn't just end up right next to a, what is it called? A nightmare and get seen. I will take it. I finally found it! After all this time, I can be free! Hopefully, we're in the dimension now. That... Or we're about to be... Well, I guess probably the village. No, we're definitely in the dimension. Because there are way too many villages to be a coincidence. And my dogs came with me for some reason. Although, if I get what I'm after in the first chest, I'm going to be so disappointed that it took that long. I don't need that. I mean, I'll take this. Now the downside is, I gotta search a few chests, and why are there ants every... Okay, that actually concerned me. I just saw a giant spider, and I'm like, I would be even more scared if I didn't know that they were actually friendly and robotic. I'm sorry. They're not friendly? Okay, yeah, no, I'm leaving. Nope, not a fan of spiders. We'll move on. There is one downside to the village dimensions, and that is the fact that robots come and attack during the night. So, not a fun time exactly. I almost want to see what they're spawning, but I don't want to test it. And I don't want to mess with that spider due to the fact that it's got a symbol on its back that very much reminds me of a Black Widow, and I don't trust it in the slightest. And now, was that explosion a skeleton or was it a robot? Well, needless to say, crashed again. So we're just going to continue on going and hope that we find the item before we crash 10 million times. I mean, you know, that's the only goal here. Once we find that item, I'm leaving. Because this place is just... It's not insanely laggy, but it crashes you, and loading this game just takes way too long. Oh. Yeah, go get him, dogs. Since when does the skeleton shoot the dogs? Okay, we're just gonna walk on for now. Good job, dogs. You distracted the skeleton long enough for me to get away. You were great dogs while you lasted. I just want to check one of these chests, because I'm like, well, if it's not in the others, it might be in this. I also don't know why I keep grabbing ender pearls. Oh, you survived. Congrats. Oh, you see me. Oh no. I forget what his abilities are. And I don't care to find out. Yeah, I'm gonna just camp in this house for the moment. No, don't. Oh. Well, I think my dogs are dead. Okay. It appears that I'm safe enough. Or mostly safe enough. Okay. Spiders are a bit creepy when they get above and jump on you. I just want the one item so that I can get out of here. I feel like I've been saying way too much. But, you know. Oh, that sounded... No, he just whined a bit. I'm just gonna keep running because I know exactly what's behind me. And I don't feel like dealing with that. But on a side note, I really don't know what else to do because... So, I ended up looking it up. Because I'm like, why can't I find this? Answer? From what I'm getting from like ChatGPT and even Google, it doesn't actually appear that you can find it in a village chest. Apparently I was wrong. So the thing that I've spent so long looking for now is not even attainable. And yeah, now I got those two robots to keep me company pretty much. I was like, if I crash again. So I give up with the village dimension. I'm pretty much going to work my way out of here. I just don't know at this point. Because supposedly what I'm looking for is found in, like, dungeons. Okay, I think I've now crashed, like, 4 times. Hopefully, once it becomes day, the robots will disappear and maybe that'll make this place less laggy. I'm sorry, that robot's shooting, like, torpedo-like stuff. I'm gonna run. The problem is I need an ant to get out of here, because I'm realizing I'm wasting my time. So yeah, I'm not going to the unstable ant dimension again. No, that was a mistake. Yeah, so that means I'm probably not getting what I'm after for a very... Uh-oh. It probably means I'm not gonna get what I'm after for a while. I won't spoil it, but I will mention it when I get it. I mean, I'm sure some of you already have an idea. I have no idea what on earth this structure is. I thought I crashed again. Okay, I guess I got a BLT now. And I don't really need a corn dog. I mean, I could use a new iron pick, and since I'm here anyway, I might as well grab a spare while I'm at it. And yeah, now if I can find an ant, that would be fantastic, because honestly, I'm just ready to leave this dimension. Like, there just isn't anything that I can do, apparently. I mean, I can't obtain the item at this moment, so considering this place keeps crashing me every 2 seconds, I'm very ready to leave. That is an unstable ant nest, and that is an ant nest, but the problem is they're both... And for the 5th time, I think we're finally back. As I said, I really want out of this dimension. If I could just get one brown ant to take me to the Utopia dimension. How is this even possible? I'm jumping. Okay. Okay, we're gonna pretend that didn't happen. And I'm getting sidetracked by a blacksmith, or is that jewelry? It might be either. At this point, I don't really care. I just want to see what's in the chest. I will take heart containers. No complaints. Because those actually give me extra hearts, so there is a point to be here. But I kind of just want out of this dimension because I literally keep crashing every maybe couple minutes. I think I've crashed like 5 times now. So I am currently trying to find a brown ant or a red ant. One of those two to get me out of this dimension. Oh, this will work. Weird, I ended up finding a rainbow ant. Let's go ahead and use it to get back. If I crash again, so be it. But if not, I will... Okay, that wasn't scary in the slightest. I just spawned looking out towards the ocean like, am I ever gonna get back or whatever? Yep, that's about right. I have no idea what this structure is. I've seen it, but I don't know what the intended purpose. Never mind, I know what the intended purpose is. 2 vibranium for a pair of leather pants? I don't think that's an equal trade. I'm just gonna move on. I now gotta work my way home. I thought I was being attacked by an ant, and then next thing you know, by the time I realized how much damage I was actually taking, yeah, now, fun times? No. No, why am I back at the island? I didn't ever want to see this island again. What happened to my spawn? Do I lose my spawn as soon as I leave to another dimension? That's not good. Because I gotta go get my stuff back now. Which, honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna get. Because if I go back to the base to sleep, do I have enough time to go get my stuff? But then again, it might be wise to go back to the base. Because I need to sleep and I can get food for the journey. I don't even know what to do here. I finally made it back to my base. The downside is I'm not sure I'm going to be able to get to my items before they despawn. So I'm going to leave the little bit of wood I have here. I might as well leave that stuff too, because I have a bad feeling I'm about to restart again. I'm almost back to my stuff. I'm just a bit worried because I get the feeling that it despawned, and I also realized partway through here, on the way here, that I forgot to set my spawn. Which means if I die again, I'm going all the way back to spawn. And I thought that spawn point was a little bit closer. But either way, it is what it is. I'll get there eventually, and hopefully my stuff will be there. If not, yeah, I don't know what to say at that point. It's called I really hope that it's there. I think it's gone. Oh, I guess I'm... Oh, it is here. Oh, yes. I'm actually really thrilled about that. I really thought I lost all my stuff. Now, on a side note, I am getting back to my base with my stuff, and I do not intend to die to you again. Finally, after like 5 minutes traveling or more, I made it back to the base. I'm not going to complain in the slightest. At least this time I got diamond blocks. Unfortunately, not what I was hoping for, but it's something. And considering how many times I crashed, I'm just like, yeah, I'm ready to be done. So, yeah, I'm gonna simply call the episode here. At at least I can just at least I got plenty of diamonds to make armor and tools and such like that. Um Apparently you can't just hit Q, or do you have to have an empty hand. Okay. That's fine. And now I can get rid of this annoying iron armor, and hopefully the diamond will protect me better. Although I really don't know in this game. Because as you've seen, I have managed to die a few times. And by a few, I mean a lot. But anyway, that's gonna pretty much wrap up the episode. That's gonna wrap up this episode, so I'll see you in the next one. Hopefully we get something more than just diamond armor accomplished.